you your fourth chapter, Polar Regions. Before we get into the details of this chapter, let us know what is the meaning of polar. What is the meaning of polar? Polar means nothing but a region which is North Pole and South Pole, which covers two regions is known as polar, and its two sides, its regions, polar regions. So what should we study in today's class? The titles are written on the board. Where is the polar region? Where is the polar region? And seasons in the tundra, seasons in the tundra, and summer vegetation. These are the four titles we are going to continue in this today's class. Let us see what is the difference between in our country and in polar regions. Are polar regions like as our country? Is polar regions climatic conditions are like India? No. The polar regions climate, the polar regions weather is completely different than our country, because that regions are covered mostly with nights, continuous nights, continuous days, continuous darkness, continuous snowfall, continuous icefall, which we do not get in our country. Why these regions get completely these situations? Let us see the lesson. In this chapter you would be reading about a region which is entirely different from any place we have seen so far in 6th and 7th classes. This region has continuous nights and continuous days for many months. There is no sunrise and sunset like we have in our country. Can you imagine such a place? This region is very cold, so cold that only ice and snow can be seen. Ice on land, ice on the streams, ice on the rivers, and even the entire sea is frozen. Recollect chapter 2 or 6th class where you had answered about the frozen continent. Let us see where is the polar region. The climatic conditions of the polar region we have seen. The continuous days, the continuous nights. For several days there is no sunset, there is no sunrise, there is no sunrise. These are the situations of the polar regions, which means the climate is mostly covered cold only in the polar regions. Where is the polar region? You have seen the North Pole and South Pole on the globe. You have seen North Pole and South Pole on the globe. North Pole and South Pole on the globe. See here, you have seen the North Pole and the South Pole on the globe. The region which lies near the poles is called the polar region. The region which lies near the polar regions is near the poles is known as polar regions. These regions are known as polar regions because the regions are very far away from the sunlight. However, these regions get cold only. So let us see next here. The regions which are near the poles are called polar regions. You will be reading about the northern polar region in this chapter. Look at map 1. It shows the North Pole and its surrounding regions. The entire polar region has been shaded lightly. Notice the boundary of this region. This is known as the Arctic Circle. This is known as the Arctic Circle. Map to closer view of the polar region is given here. Observe this. Observe this map in your textbook. See this map you have to observe, which is given, which is closely what it is given. The entire polar region has been shaded lightly. Notice the boundary of this region. This is known as the Arctic Circle. This is known as the Arctic Circle, which is indicating here to us about which region, the completely North Pole. Given example to study about the polar regions is North Pole. North Pole is given here. The northern part of the continent within the polar region is known as the tundra. What is known as tundra? If I ask you question as 2 marks. The northern part of the continents. The northern part of the continents within the polar region is known as the tundra. Tundra means very cold. What do you mean by tundra? Tundra means very cold. Since the tundra region gets a very little sunlight, it has a unique type of the vegetation known as the tundra vegetation, which means there is the plantation, the growth of the plants is very different compared to our region, which we can see in the tundra regions. Let us see the seasons in the tundra. The seasons in the tundra. Second title, seasons in the tundra. In the tundra regions, it is extremely cold. It is different to even imagine the cold in the tundra. In India, the sun rises and sets every day. But this does not happen in the tundra. In our country, sun rises and sets every day. But it does not happen in tundra region. So, it is almost dark throughout the November, December and January. Since the sun does not rise at all, this is the winter of the tundra. And it is bitterly cold during these months. You know that when it is extremely cold, water freezes to become ice. In this extreme cold, the water of the river, lakes and seas freezes strong. Cold winds blow and there is heavy snowfall. Where? In tundra regions, in the North Pole side. We are studying in this chapter about North Pole side region. The North Pole side region situation is that in November, December and January, throughout the November, December and January, the sun does not rise at all. In which months of the northern part of the region does not appear sun? November, December and January, there is no sunrise in the northern region of the tundra. Due to the severe cold, dark and ice conditions, all the plants die. Even birds and animals leave this region and migrate to another areas. Elsewhere, the whole region becomes dark and deserted and desolate, which means the all like birds which are used to live in that region are migrated, shifted to other place. Let's see what is the condition of the summer in this region. The sun begins to shine in the tundra around February, March. When sun appears in the tundra region, March and February and March. During the February and March, months of the February and March, here sun rises in the tundra region. In the beginning, the sun shines for the maximum of an hour. How many hours the sun rises in beginning? Which means in February month, how many hours the sun rises in the tundra regions? Maximum an hour. Just 1 hour only the sun rises in the beginning of the February and then sets. Gradually it lengthens to 2 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours, 16 hours, and finally 24 hours. Then for almost 3 months, from May to July, the sun never sets, it shines all 24 hours. But the sun does not rise overhead, it just hovers a little above a horizon. The horizon is the place where the earth appears to meet the sky, since the sun does not go high up in the sky. It is never very warm, which means what we can guess here, the region suppose here in the northern region, just February to March, during the months only here sun appears. Sun in the beginning month, in the beginning day of the February, just 1 hour sunlight will appear in these regions. In constantly which happens where this region was covered completely with the ice cover, that appears, and the land will appears where before there is no chance to see the land in the Nanda region. Now after the February and March months, there is the possibility, due to the heat, due to the continuous heat in the constant manner, there are the chances to see the area which was covered completely with ice, the tilted, the horizontal axis and the horizontal, the sunlight which is completely caused here to appear the land. Even in the 3 months of the summer, it is cold, but it is comparatively less cold than the winter months. Due to the relatively warm weather, some of the ice melts, the rivers which are frozen during the winter melt and begin to flow. The lakes fill up and huge chunks of the ice break off and float into the ocean as icebergs. The land which was frozen and desolate in winter comes alive with the coloring during the summer, and many multi plants, many colored plants, lichens, grass, shrubs and berries sprouts all around. They bear flowered and fruits of the different colors. Many birds and animals come to feed on them again, which are in the seasons of the Tundra. During the time when the birds are migrated to the other regions, they come back again in the summer here. Next comes here the vegetation part of the Tundra region. Vegetation means growing plants, growing trees before coming the November, December and January, and in the February and March. During this time, what type of the vegetation, what type of the plants we grow in that region, let us we see. Due to the cold, the upper soil surface of the region is frozen into a rock-like state all through the year. This is called permafrost. As there is a little soil, only some small plants can grow. The underground soil being hard, it is difficult for trees to grow. Even if they manage to grow, the trees get damaged and uprooted with the strong winds and storms. So most of the Tundra region is treeless only. Most of the Tundra region is treeless only. The majority part of the in Tundra regions, there were no, we cannot find the majority part of the trees. Just a very less like a plantation, like the flowering trees which are naturally grown. That things only we can find in the Tundra regions. But majority part of the Tundra region is not covered with the trees or plants. Like we can see in the figure number 4.2, there such as plants which converts greenery to coloring. Such plants will grow in these regions. Okay, remaining the title, the poles of the Tundra regions, Eskimos. The Eskimos is one of the tribe. Eskimos are one of the folk region people who used to live for hunting, for food items purpose in the Tundra regions, in the huts, in the Eskimos. The people who used to live in the Tundra regions, based on the seasonal aspects, they are known as the Eskimos. We will study about the people of the Tundra regions Eskimos in next class. Right, starting of this chapter, key points, and prepare some 1 mark questions. Until I finish this chapter, you have to complete the improve your learning questions also of this chapter. Thank you.